Welcome to Central Valley Wedding and Special Events. I have Robby and Toni here with me from Sugar Pine Pizza. Thank you for joining me today. It's lovely to have you both. And it sounds like you have a wonderful establishment. Could you tell us a little bit about Sugar Pine Pizza?
Well, Sugar Pine Pizza was a child of mine some 8 years ago, and it has morphed and changed like any child to where we currently are. It is at a young child's age, like a first grader, second grader. We don't want to leave it alone for too long with others. Those of you that have children would definitely understand my thinking on that. But it has become from a take and bake counter service to fully cooked take and bake hybrid to now in a restaurant over the last year and a half. We are located in the center of Oakhurst, kind of across from the Best Western Hotel. It's a good landmark, or next to the big Valero gas.
It's good to have a landmark.
Something recognizable, and we share the building with a tavern. So occasionally we will get people that their eyes kind of go, hey, I don't know, it's a tavern. When they enter in, it is very family friendly, very pet friendly.
Oh, really?
Even if a family does not have a service dog, we like the four-footed family members to come in. It's too hot.
So nice.
It's just too hot, both in Fresno and up where we are in the mountains, to leave a critter or your favorite pooch in the car. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
There's my shout out. But we like to welcome them in and give everybody an opportunity to dine, to sit, relax, be cared for, have their favorite comfort food, which pizza's right up there with mac and cheese. And
absolutely, it is for me. I love pizza. And you were saying that that's actually a big draw for people going for pizza for wedding catering now, as opposed to the traditional chicken or beef. Do you think that's primarily because it's a comfort food for people?
I do. What I have observed, I've DJ'd a little bit, and I've officiated weddings, and we've cooked and served for weddings, that the old traditional of sitting down in a restaurant or in a venue for 80, 100 people and having servers come, and there's usually three main choices on a menu. Not trying to knock any beef veggie fish or beef veggie chicken, try to cover everybody's bases. But this way, with pizza, we can go with what the bride and groom want. If mom and dad are picking up the tab, then they can throw in their 2 cents, and everybody can kind of have their own special thing.
Sure.
And we try to do the broad-based things like pepperoni, cheese.
Of course.
We make one called Thai chicken, which is done with a sweet curry. It pairs well with a light red wine. There's lots and lots of options.
Well, come on up.
I know. I need to come try this out.
The box on the table, I mean, we were able to get a good picture before we closed it up. It says Rob and Toni, and today's date, 7/31/17, as though we were going to be doing a party or a wedding. We've been very blessed to do lots and lots of rehearsal dinners.
Okay, in your location?
Not even in our location. We've actually catered up into Yosemite. There's a big
you
neighborhood,
travel.
big neighborhood rentals called the Redwoods. And then there's another neighborhood on the very north side called Foresta, where you can rent homes. We've never done that, but we've obviously traveled to those locations, cooked on site, put on the chef's coat, and tried to make our families that are wanting this as comfortable and just the last thing we want anybody to worry about in a wedding is what we're doing. There's too much else going on.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the thing they're stressing about. They need someone they can trust to take that weight off their shoulders and know it's going to be fabulous.
We've had two that we rescued. One was from San Francisco. This was several years ago. They came to us 5 days before their wedding.
Oh my gosh.
That their caterer from San Francisco area, who had their mobile everything, canceled on them.
Oh,
and so they were a little frantic. Can you handle this?
Yeah.
We have 100 people dinner. What can you do for us? We pulled it all together. We showed up really early, stayed really late. Actually helped them find a lost dog that one of their guests had brought. The dog wandered off in the woods. And
you two are dog lovers, aren't you?
We are.
Yes.
And
we have
then
a couple.
Just last summer we had a group that came up without having planned ahead of time. Just sort of swung in and said, we need pizza, and we're going to be at Bass Lake, and we're going to be at one of the campgrounds where there's an amphitheater. That's where we're getting married tomorrow, but we need to feed everybody today.
Wow.
So we had just hours notice We pulled that together and we went ahead and took the drive, delivered, which is fun for us. We like
That's
to
incredible.
jump in the car and head up to the lake. Why not?
So you're the lifesavers. If people, are in a pinch, this is the way to go.
It's not the preferred method. Obviously, it does add a little stress, a few gray hairs.
I can imagine.
But it's a blast. It's everything that we could imagine and then some.
Very nice. How long in advance, or how far in advance, do you request that people try to make an appointment for catering? If you got to choose, what's ideal?
We've actually been booked a year in advance.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
And
they knew they wanted you.
And as early as the same day.
Okay.
A few weeks is usually normal. We've actually had people just stopping through thinking, oh, how nice it would be to get married in Yosemite or in one of the local areas. There's a little place up there. I'm not trying to plug anybody, but it's a beautiful place. It's called Paradise Springs.
Okay.
We've catered up there bunches and bunches of times. So they have like these lodges that have beautiful kitchens, and they just turn me loose in there so I can cook while they're doing the table setups, and then outside they have just meadows, rocky areas, a waterfall areas, all that kind of stuff.
Wow, that sounds beautiful.
We thought about doing, if we're going to renew our vows, hey, we're going to go hit them up about, since I catered for you, you can wedding for me, and, we'll trade. And
there you go. Make a little partnership there.
Absolutely.
And Toni, you were telling me that you don't just do pizza. You branch out to pastas.
We do salad trays, 3 or 4 different types of pasta. We have a variety of ways we do chicken wings. Our chicken wings are really good.
Yeah.
We also do the dessert pizzas.
Well, and that's what we brought today, the chocolate pizza. That looks so interesting.
And I have to tell you, it's funny. There used to only be the chocolate pizza. It's made with Nutella, which I'm allergic to.
Oh, no.
So my stepdaughter, Cassandra, said, well, Mom, we'll make one with peanut butter and put like Reese's peanut butter chips on and stuff. I was like, oh my God, that sounds great.
Yeah.
So now we have 2.
Oh,
we have our peanut butter one that still has the gourmet chocolates and stuff. That's made with Jif creamy peanut butter. My favorite.
Jif's the best.
It is. Shh, don't tell. Anyway, but so now we have 2 that people can choose from. It's even. We also have bakers in our family. So my niece Debbie, who right now is running our pizza shop, she does a variety of cupcakes.
Okay.
And her most famous one so far is the maple bacon cupcake.
Wow.
Everybody loves bacon.
Yes, bacon is very
It's
popular right now.
Not just on top with the frosting, but it's inside.
It's mixed in it.
Mixed
oh,
in.
My goodness.
I do a variety of pies and cobblers. So we try to give people a big variety. Now, this is just for catering.
Right.
But if they called me in advance, say there was no catering thing going on.
But they just really wanted some of that pie.
If they called me in advance at least a couple of days, I'd be more than happy to make somebody a homemade pie.
And we have a local contractor that calls us regularly and says, are there any cookies today? So when he comes in for his pizza, he wants a dozen fresh baked cookies.
Oh, he knows they're good.
I bake cookies a lot.
Very nice.
We do touch
I'm the official grandma.
We do touch on
do all the sweets.
folks that need gluten-free.
Okay, that's great.
And so part of what we do is we do offer a sourdough pizza crust. So people that are just lightly intolerant oftentimes can do that. Or we keep the gluten-free crust. We worked and partnered with Trader Joe's, one of their chefs.
Okay.
So we bring those from Trader Joe's up, make them available to our guests.
That's
and
great.
Most of our ingredients, even the chicken wings, are actual wings that you would buy, I can buy, not something from a company already done. So they're boneless, sometimes skinless, not breaded, and all the herbs and spices that we use, again, gluten-free. And so if I did teriyaki wings for you, you would have no problem enjoying those.
Oh,
There's no
that's
reactions.
great.
And then on the rare occasion we get a vegan, you can
do a vegan pizza?
Get vegan cheese,
oh, that's
or
good
we'll
to
do
know.
cheeseless. So it's not always necessarily a lifestyle eating choice. It could be folks with allergies.
Right.
So we're trying to reach as many people as we can.
That's wonderful. It's wonderful you're being aware of that and
Yes.
applying that to the food.
Yes.
Back in the day when I was in high school, we always had a friend that when pizza was brought up to go out real quick, they would bow out. Now I got to be home. No, I got studying. Found out later on in life that that person was indeed gluten intolerant. I didn't know how to explain that, and instead of being the weird guy out, or just would bow out. So now we know, and we're working towards some solutions, and it's fun to make people smile with food.
Definitely. Well, and speaking of high school, I'd like to talk a little bit about you two and your story. You were saying you've known each other for years. It sounds like quite a love story.
Well, on the same block, with a dividing street apart. I don't even think it was a quarter mile apart.
No.
She moved into the area at, I think, the second grade level. I would have been in third grade, and then there was the ornery. She says I picked on her when we were kids. I say she picked on me, but we knew each other, just fringy acquaintances all the way through junior high. Then in high school, a little bit closer, never romantic. A moment happened at the college age, and then life happened. Mm-hmm. She went this way, I went that way, and some 6 years ago, we reconnected via Facebook, and
God, I love Facebook.
It was just, it was meant to be. I don't even know how else to describe it.
Oh, that's so amazing. And I can tell you two are just so much in love.
I need blood.
I am. You don't need any extra makeup.
I love that. So this is really a great option, I think. I love when there's a romantic connection to venues and vendors that are doing weddings, because you two are in love, and I think that'll follow through. And Toni, you were saying you give grooms a bit of a pep talk before weddings sometimes.
I do. I'm a mom. I know how, I know how my husband treats me. And it reminds me a lot of how my dad treated my mom. Mm-hmm. So that's very near and dear to me. And I just give them little pep talks on how he is. Mm-hmm. And I say, open the door for her. Do the dishes without being told. You don't have to do it all the time. But sometimes, ask her how her day is.
Yeah.
Just those
little things. Yeah.
Because they add up and they mean a lot. We work together. I work together 24/7. And he still says, honey, how are you doing today? And it's just, don't make me cry. I don't want my makeup to smear.
I'm sorry. Well, to go back to the business, how do people get in touch with you two if they want to contact you for catering?
We've been instant messaged via Facebook. I believe that our phone number is there, but it is 559 area code 642-4642. We are located in the town of Oakhurst on Highway 41, 40487. Highway 41, Oakhurst, California, 93644.
No, 93644. Well, last time you said it, you got it wrong. Sorry.
And we do have a email address. It is
spgp2014@gmail.com.
Okay. And if you didn't catch any of that information, we can get it to you if you just contact us here at Central Valley Talk. Before I go, I do want to take a bite of this chocolate pizza.
Absolutely.
It looks really
It is for everybody
great.
here on staff, so we're not going to hold back for anybody. We want work to continue to get done.
See her.
Now this is white pizza dough that's
Okay.
been dusted with
That is
cinnamon and sugar,
delicious.
butter, Nutella cream, and gourmet chocolates.
That is so good.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
thank you both so much for coming on the show today. It was lovely
Thank
to
you
have
very
you
much.
both.
Thank you.